Obviously some kind of bad news when it comes to Diddy and Dixie, my rhino iguanas. Absolutely love them to death, you guys know that. And earlier this year, we were so blessed by the fact that they had their clutch of eggs. And let me tell you, it is not common to breed rhino iguanas up here in the north indoors, right? Almost all the success happens down south when they're actually outdoors. There's been very few breedings actually indoors, which is just a really pleasure that we were able to actually do it. And it was just an amazing experience. She laid 8 eggs. I know Diddy's like, can I get more? Come on, Dad, don't just... Oh, you dropped it, buddy, bud. There you go, bud. So she had 8 eggs, of course, and right off the rip, we had seen that she had punctured like 5 of the 8 eggs. So there was 3 eggs that actually were fertile, and there was embryos in them and everything. And here comes Dixie now. Dixie is seeing that Diddy is getting some food. Oh, Diddy, did you find my little stash, buddy? And of course, my girl Dixie will come down, and she wants some worms as well. And they're just such amazing animals. Like I said, these guys are like my puppy dogs. I mean, I love them so much, and they're so amazing. So rhino eggs typically take about 90 days to hatch, and right off the rip we had the 3 eggs that actually looked relatively good, but they never really looked great, right? You know, she had, like I said, kind of, you know, didn't do really well. It's probably our fault for not having a nest box that was maybe a little deeper, that she could actually dig really deep. So we did the best we could do. We didn't know. It's the first time we've ever bred them. And so those eggs were actually doing okay. I thought they were going to hatch, but wasn't 100% sure. Over the last couple weeks, unfortunately, they've gotten kind of moldy, and today was the day that I knew we had lost all 3 of those eggs. Come on, girl. Come on, say hi to me. Come on. She just stopped to eat some salad. I guess she's just eating some salad instead. There you go. You want a little treat, baby girl? Look at Diddy. He's like, no, I want it, Dad. So it's such a bummer. I know I had a bunch of people that were like, if you hatch out rhino iguanas, you gotta give me one, or you gotta sell me one. And of course, you know, having Diddy and Dixie babies would be absolutely amazing. Unfortunately, it sucks, and I hate to tell you guys, but we're not gonna have any baby rhinos this year. Eggs are gone. It's a bummer. But listen, you gotta remember, they were only 2 years old, so they're very young for breeding, to be honest with you as well. So that's the other thing that you gotta remember. There you go. She is so cute. I love these guys. So next year, when they're a year older, and the fact that we're gonna have a much deeper nest box in there, I think that we'll have success, because, you know, she laid 8 eggs, so if we can get all 8 of those eggs to look good, that would be amazing. And who knows, maybe she'll lay 9 or 10 next year, because she'll be even bigger. So anyways, you know, kind of a bummer. I was sad. I mean, I was dreaming the day that I would come down into the incubator and open up that incubator and see little baby rhino iguana heads sticking out. Oh my God, that would have been so amazing. Unfortunately, patience is a virtue, right? It's going to be another year before we can get our guys, Diddy and Dixie. Here you go, Dixie. There you go, baby. Love you guys. Be another year before we're going to have some babies, but next year, I promise you, we are going to have babies. So what a bummer, but that's the way it goes, you know. Like I said, live and learn. First time I've ever tried to breed them, so it's going to be some learning curve, right? So as it worked out, success with the egg, not success with the hatching. So next year we'll try again. Having an armadillo as a pet, I can honestly say it wasn't anything that I thought that I would ever do. But you know, there's so many things you can do with armadillos as pets, especially the 6 bandeds that are amazing. Like for instance, he loves his belly pets. You could just put him on your stomach and give him a little bit of belly pets like this, and he is absolutely loves. I mean, he is so cute. I honestly, like I said, never in a million years did I think I'd have an armadillo, but now that I have one, he has definitely been one of the coolest animals that I've ever had, and he loves interactions. He loves belly pets, and he loves just being kind of part of the family, to be totally honest with you. He is amazing. Brillo, you're amazing. But that's not all you can do. We actually have him target trained now to go after a red ball. You want to see it? Oh, did you sneeze on me, silly monkey? Let's go ahead and see what we can do with him. And that's right, watch this. Brillo, follow, 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 up here, up here. And then you give him a treat for being good, right? You always got to reward them, and that's what kind of the target training is all about. Just like we do with the monitor lizards and stuff like that, we treat him whenever he does. So again, give him a little treat. Now watch this. Come on, come on, follow, 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 follow. Okay, up, up, up. And then we give them a treat. And that's how you train stuff, right? It's just like how you would train a dog or anything like that. We take that same tactic. Whoop, where'd you go, Brillo? You take the same tactic when it comes to training Brillo too. But the thing that's really funny is that, again, not only can we do like the ball thing, but believe it or not, he'll come to his name. Watch this. Come here, Brillo. Come here, Brillo. Come here. That's a good boy. And then we give him a treat for coming to his name as well. So we're target training him, and of course we're using some kind of voice thing like his name. I want him to recognize his name, right? So that he knows, and when he comes to it, it'll be amazing. It's just really cool, you know, really smart, intelligent animals. And again, with all animals like this, you can always kind of reward them with food to get them to do what you want to do, and it's just really cool. Brillo, you are so funny. So having a pet armadillo is really cool. Now listen, they are a USDA regulated animal, so you have to have USDA permits in order to keep them. So they're really not pets, you know. I would never advocate, you know, everyone to have an armadillo as a pet, although I'm loving them to death. Not to mention they are not cheap at all. And again, you always want to get captive bred, bottle fed, 6-banded armadillos, I think, are the coolest, right? There's 3-bandeds, which are cool, but they typically ball up a lot, aren't as friendly as the 6-banded, and then you're not really allowed to have the 9-banded because they're native to America, and they're the ones that can actually carry leprosy. Because a lot of people see Brillo, they'll be like, oh, he can have leprosy, right? No, the 6-bandeds don't have these. These are from South America, and they're also the largest species of armadillo too. So, I mean, look at how cool this guy is. Just go ahead, feed him a little bit more, make him happy, and I tell you what, every day I get a chance to work with him, and every day he makes me smile, and he does weird things, as long as he's not humping me, of course. We try to break that as much as we can, but every now and then when I have friends out, I let him do it. I'm going to be honest with you, but Brillo is absolutely amazing. Still not too late to get your Christmas holiday Reptile Army swag. This one's pretty cool. We got Snowman strapped up as Steve Irwin. I mean, come on, you know, you got to have that. There's a bunch of really cool designs. Of course, we have the end of the year 2022 designs as well. So go ahead and head over to reptilearmy.com. Join the army.
I worked on a couple new pages today. I'm very excited about them. This is going to be for our Agricole, the little chameleon gecko. And then over here, this one's going to be for our day gecko. So we got Madagascar right here, China, and everything else is going to be New Caledonia.
Oh, day gecko's going in there? It's going to be hard to catch, huh?
Let's do this guy first because he's easier. Oh my god, so cute. So they have prehensile tails, obviously, just like the crested geckos and gargoyles.
That was crazy, I didn't know that.
Here we go. Basically, there's one spot over there I don't want her to get to.
Everything else
she can
is
get
okay.
Underneath, yeah. Everything else will be fine though. She's so mad. She is super chunky too, so you can see she's got these little calcium stores here. So we need to get her a male so we can breed her. But yeah, let's get her in there before she drops her tail on me. Now you're just gonna sit in my hand. Alright, so that's that. It wasn't too bad. I knew that the day gecko was gonna be a little bit much. She always runs for me when I have to get her out. But yeah, I'm really happy with the way everything's looking so far. It's coming together great.
Another quick unboxing, actually an animal that is pretty special to me because I had a special experience with one of these in the wild ones. So let's go ahead and just see what's inside this box. And by the way, I absolutely love this knife. Thank you for the person that sent it to me. Absolutely sharp. But I tell you what, one time I was cutting a little, it's sharp and I cut my finger. So yeah, I'm not the best when it comes to knives. So anyways, one time in Darwin, Australia, I was with a guy named Gavin Bedford. And he actually asked me if I wanted to catch a frilled dragon in the wild. He actually did his thesis, and he was a doctorate on frilled dragons. And I was like, yes, I love frilled dragons, and Australian frillies are absolutely amazing. Of course, we have Nova and all the other animals over there. Those are Indonesian frillies. Well, thankfully enough, he said, I know exactly where we can actually find a little frilled dragon, right? And I was like, all right, awesome. I'm thinking we're going deep into the bush, into some Australian wildlife to catch frilled dragons. Well, he actually pulls up to his schoolyard, kids playing soccer in the background. He goes, yep, this is where we're gonna find frillies. I'm like, what, at a school? And he actually points at a tree about 50 feet away, says, see right there, there's a frill in that tree, right in the front yard of the schoolyard with a soccer field right in back. Amazing. Caught my very first frilled dragon that day. Absolutely incredible. And ever since, I've been in love with frilled dragons. Well, I was in love with them before them, to be honest with you. And like I said, really, the Australian frillies are very hard to come by. And our friends over at Cold Blooded Cafe actually have had this animal for a number of years, and they just decided to let me have it. So I am super excited about it. So let's just see what this little monkey looks like. Woo, here he goes. Whoa, here we go. And you can see the Australian frillies are a little different than the Indonesians. They have a little bit different color, more of a rusty color. They have really big frillies and stuff like that. You see this guy's kind of a little bit upset right now. It's okay, buddy. He's frilling up just a little bit. But again, he's been in a bag and he's kind of like, hey, let me go. We'll get this guy habituated out incredibly in no time. But frill dragons are truly incredible animals. And an Australian frilly is absolutely incredible. It's okay, buddy. You all right, buddy? I swear to gosh, you're gonna love it here. We're gonna spoil him to death. So again, we have the Indonesian frillies, and I've always wanted one of the Australian ones. I know there's not a big difference, just the coloration, and these guys do get a little bit larger than the Indonesian ones. But wow, what an absolutely incredible animal right here. It's again another dream animal that I've always wanted, going back to that time when I caught that frilly in Darwin, Australia. So how cool is this? Can't wait to get him set up and kind of socialized and ready to go here at the Reptarium. How exciting is this, guys? You can see Gherkin and Pickles, the green tree pythons. Of course, I had mentioned that she's turning that kind of bluish color in ovulation when they're kind of gearing up, and they are hooked up right now. You can see their tails intertwined, and he is actually 100% hooked up right now. So that is absolutely incredible news. Again, you know, you never know if you're going to get babies or not, but the fact that she's turning that blue hormonal color that happens during the breeding season, and the fact that they're actually copulating is absolutely amazing. I only put them together like 3 days ago, and they are already hooked up, and she's, like I said, turning that blue color. I have a really good feeling that we are going to get some green tree python eggs this year. It's been a while. I mean, it's been since I was like 20 years old since I bred green tree python, so it's definitely been a long time. That is going to be absolutely amazing. Oh my gosh, I am loving it. I am super excited about Gemma this year. Now Pickles. I mean, there's so many cool things breeding this year at the Reptarium. Jessica's continuing progress here in the gecko room. I mean, look at this. It's so awesome to see these geckos. Essentially what she's got going on is cave geckos here, she's got a day gecko here, and then she's got a leaf-tailed gecko here, and then the rest of the room, all these things are going to be other New Caledonian stuff. So it's going to be Chahua geckos, lychee geckos, crescent geckos, gargoyle geckos, as well as all of this is going to be New Caledonia as well. So it's looking cool. I mean, it's kind of, you know, got moss over here, we got ABG, we've got plants, we've got all kinds of stuff. Jessica's working her butt off to get this room done, but every time I come in here, I see new enclosures, and I get so excited because this place is amazing. I wish it was going to be on display where people could come see it, but again, of course, the VIP people that come for the podcast that we sell, they'll be available to come down here, and if you ever do a Bruce or Jessica tour, you can come down here and check the room. For really, we're just doing it for us, but it is turning out amazing. Hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, do me a favor, can you hit this playlist right over here? Also, another huge favor to me, seriously, hit the subscription button. It would mean the world to me. Have an absolutely wonderful day, Reptile Army. Remember, be kind to somebody, and I promise I'll see you in the next one.